A major problem with just speaking out against the mainstream woke crowd is that there's actual danger involved in what you do. I always get scared whenever I have to go to conventions or whatever. And sorry to say I'm scared or whatever. I'm supposed to be tough man and all that, but I've got kids, and I don't want somebody coming up and shanking me or assaulting me or whatever. It really would be a bad thing. But I worry about that because these people are so unhinged. I mean, they really do want us dead. You know this. They are totally fine with life ruination. They've, of course, made it so it's very impossible for us to get jobs and work just for speaking out. And, of course, that's the next step. You get one crazy person. That's all it takes. I dealt with this back at Worldcon 2018. And, of course, I made a post to my blog hey, if there's any hijinks or anything like that, I'm going to bring a body cam so that it's going to all be on film. So if you try to attack me or whatever, that's going to happen. The SJWs, of course, even when you just try to defend yourself from this kind of thing, they try to spin it into, he's going to go record and harass people, which is, of course, not the case. And, of course, this isn't the case with what Chrissie Mayr did either. She just had her own comedy show and, of course, gets attacked for it. And why? Because she speaks out against the mainstream. We know exactly why it is. Let's get into this news in just a moment. My name's John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator, and of course, the editor-in-chief of fandompulse.com. Make sure to bookmark that for your news, because that's where we're, of course, reporting the news that nobody else does on the internet. So check it out. That link's in the description below, along with other ways to support me, which I really appreciate you guys doing. Now, here's what happened with Chrissie Mayr on the weekend. She got pepper sprayed after her show. So this is absolutely crazy. She did a comedy show, and then she posted about it, which we wrote up here. And she said, after my comedy show tonight during a meet and greet, some cowardly baguette, I'm assuming, pepper sprayed me and the area, sending many of us into coughing fits, teary eyes, and running for the doors for fresh air. It seems like everyone is okay. We're still trying to figure out who did it and why. Just a really effed up thing to do in a crowd which happens to include a very pregnant woman. Chrissie Mayr, is pregnant, so this is not a good thing at all. Oh my gosh. The worst part about being pepper sprayed after my show is that they waited like an absolute pussy and pepper sprayed me after my show. So yeah, this person obviously knew there was going to be a meet and greet going on. He was waiting. He's a he. And he went up and attacked a woman. I mean, how gay can you possibly get, right? Absolutely crazy. And then, did it with pepper spray, which of course is at least a way that's really not going to hurt anybody at the end of the day. Thank God. I mean, but you can imagine how this could have gone if the guy was more unhinged than that, which is absolutely crazy as it is. We actually have real risk for real life things at this point. The culture has gotten so crazy on the woke side. They literally do view us as, Yahtzees. And they go out there and they say, it's okay, Captain America punched a Nazi, so I can too. They think in their little fantasy world that they're being superheroes for pepper spraying a pregnant woman. I mean, for real. I mean, what kind of bizarro world do we ever live in that this sort of thing can even happen? I mean, this is where we're at this point. But that's the real danger that we've had because of what the mainstream media has done and how the mainstream media has portrayed anybody who is, of course, center or even right at this point, because they want us all just absolutely destroyed, and they love this kind of thing at the end of the day. You'll never see anybody in the mainstream media reporting about this or condemning it, even though they're the ones that, of course, have called people like Chrissie Mayr racist, sexist, homophobic, which has spurred these people on at the end of the day, right? You never see anybody on our side really going out and bothering people over their identities or any crap like that either. You just see us wanting to have our own spaces without them invading it. But they can't handle that. They have to be in all spaces. Everybody has to conform to them. It's not about diversity. They just want their own monoculture at the end of the day, and they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad that Chrissie Mayr's okay, and of course, I hope that nothing like this ever happens again. I mean, gosh, how dangerous is it when you're pregnant to be dealing with stuff like this? I couldn't even imagine. My sympathy goes out to her. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.